EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Right there. 26. 54 miles.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 69 yards, and the Packers have taken the early lead.
Mason Crosby.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Khalif Raymond. He will score. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
My accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And now the Titans will line up to go for 2.
Conversion.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Shit, Mike. Shit. Check 43. Mike's 50. Mike's 54. There we go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they take possession of the football Titans have it at the 36-yard line.
By the Titans.
Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on the second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill over the middle, and it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
At their own 34-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the Titans 1st down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown,
Jonnu Smith There to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14. Packers 7. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Come on now.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
The 38-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Rodgers. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up set.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. Now a timeout taken.
52 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to
Adam Humphries. There to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
23, Packers 14. Stephen
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. The 20. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 46 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
14. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Packers 14.
This is Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 56 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Henry. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A toss left. Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Get it. He's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 31. Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little